Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your buddy T-Dawg. As I stated in my last video, I was probably going to do a restoration for my next build since I can't get in there, and I need to do one that doesn't need a paint job. Well, if you look at this bad boy right here, if you can get a good look at it, this beautiful 55 Chevy with the radius wheel wells. I mean to tell you, y'all, this thing is gorgeous. I got this, bought it from my good friend and brother, Jason Cummings. I can't remember if he told me he built it or not. This does look like his beautiful quality of work, so I'm gonna guess that he might have done that. I love everything. Look at these wheels and tires, y'all. Now I need to sand where where you got the seam right there. I need to sand that. And deep dish slots, y'all. Come on. If I hang on, there it is. Skinny slots in the front. Come on. Look at that hood. Now, it didn't come with an engine, which is fine with me because I might have a few lying around. This is my workstation today. What I'm thinking, I want to stay old school just like it's going. I don't want to put a 572 in it or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I want to stay true to this car's style so far. And there it is. Now some people, sorry about the hands. Some people may say, well, that wheel well is ugly. That wheel well was radiused for a reason. This is a street and strip car right here. I would call it, it's old school, right? It's old school. Something you would have seen in the 60s and 70s, something like that. So we're, the slots. I mean, come on. So now one thing I'm thinking I do want to change, I'm not sure yet, but I'm thinking that I'm not digging the bucket seats. No offense to Jason if he was the one that did that. I'm just not digging them, y'all. But it just so happens, if I can get this right here, he sent this with the car when I bought it. Now there's my exhaust right there. Right? If I choose to run them all the way out the back, there's some valve covers. And this is something else I'm looking at, y'all. I'm not quite sure of it yet. Those flames belong to that car. Now, I don't tribal flames with what I'm doing right now. Probably not. Now that I'm looking at them and thinking about it, probably not. So those are probably not going to go on there. But what I was trying to show you, was, there they are. These. Bench seat. He sent it with the car. There's the tail light lenses. They're there too. I've dealt with Jason for quite a few years. He was one of the first people that I dealt with when I got into this, got back into the hobby back in late 2016. And like I said, he was one of the first that I dealt with, and just an amazing guy. I think I'm going to change to the bucket seat. Keep the interior all black. He did some amazing details on this car. I'm not going to take away from them. If I can work it, the headlights might be red. The headlight lenses, they may be red. Not sure about it yet. kind of thinking about it. That hood's gorgeous. No changes needed there. And the body itself is, everything is just, I mean, it's flawless. Tail light lenses are in that bag. But I mean, the amazing detail that he did. I mean, it's just a beautiful car. I do believe the wheels and tires are 3D printed. I think they are. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they might be. And that's fine. I got all kinds of 3D printed parts over here. So I don't know. I may take one of my 3D printed engines and put it together, but not as a 572 or a 502 or a 632 or anything like that. About the most cubic inches I want under that hood would be a 427, old school 427. So that's what I'm going to be looking at. Not sure on the valve covers yet and all that, but I'm going to be I know what I want to put on them. I just got to find out and see if I've got any. And that's some good old big block finned valve covers. There's a couple of engines I was looking at here that I might be able to work with. This one right here is a possibility. Let's see if I can hold this and show you. That is by no means a finished product, y'all. Oh, Lordy. Get it where we can see it. There we go. So, I don't know. Maybe something like that. I don't know yet. But I can assure you, it will be a Chevrolet engine. I'm not a fan of a Ford engine in a Chevrolet, and I'm not a fan of a Chevrolet engine in a Ford. That's just my personal opinion, guys. If that offends anybody, I'm sorry. That's just the way. That's the way I look at it. Stay true to your roots. You know. Check out that beautiful nail head right there. I actually tried that under the hood because it is a GM, but it's too big, so we're not going to do that. But anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on today. This is just part one of today's video. I'm just glad to be up and at my table here in the bedroom, and we're going to see. We got to put the rear end back up under there, so we're going to do that. We'll put the front wheels and tires back on. First, I'm going to work on these tires right here and get them all scuffed up real nice. And any cleanup it needs, put the headlight lenses in it and all that stuff. So yeah. Well, anyway, I'm going to get back at it. There's no need for y'all just sitting here watching my shaky hands for the whole thing. So I'm going to get back at it, turn my music on, and we're going to do some building today. And who knows, maybe by the time I'm done, this thing will be sitting up on 4 wheels and finished. So here we go. Okay, y'all, we're back. We've spent all day long working on this little car. We haven't done anything to the body. Well, of course, I'm not going to do anything to the body except I'm going to put some headlight lenses in. I'm thinking they will be red. That's what I prefer. Wheels and tires will be the ones that came with it. The only thing, I gotta do some sand in there. We'll make that look real nice. And then I showed you guys these are the fronts. Beautiful, just beautiful. But I'm considering changing the bucket seats out. My buddy put them in, and they look good. I just don't know that that's what I want in this car. So, you know, everybody's got their preference, and his is not a bad preference. It's just not my preference. So that's how it works out. But I haven't really decided. I have the bench seat that comes in this kit. So I thought about, man, I don't know. I want this to be a late 60s to mid 70s street car, strip car, daily driver, but it'll move. So with that in mind, I'm still thinking about that. If anybody's got any comments about that, put them down there. I'll take them. So the only thing that has not been done to this car when I bought it is this car, and I've searched all over the chassis, everything. There's been no glue, which means this car has never had an engine. So y'all, I don't know who built this car. I bought it from Jason. He added the wheels and tires and bucket seats, I believe is what he said. He bought it from someone else. It has got a beautiful, once I get it polished up, I noticed that it was grimy where it had been sitting out. So I'm going to polish it up. It has got a beautiful red paint job on it, y'all. I mean, that right there, and that's just where it's just grimy. It's just a little grimy. As far as I'm concerned, that's a perfectly radius wheel well. I'm not always a fan of those, but this car, the way the wheels and tires set and everything, it just screams 70s. That's in my opinion. So, with that in mind, the engine that I have chosen, I don't think hardly anybody will disagree with this. I've started building it. I got it this far. But this, I might have got that a little crooked. I'll fix it. Is going to be a 427 big block. Let me see if I can hold this up here and show you exactly what I have in mind. 2 4s, y'all. I don't want it. I would love to have tunnel rammed this car. There's one reason, and only one reason why I'm not, is because I will not destroy that beautiful hood. I won't do it. I can't do it. So, with that in mind, we're going to go with a regular 2 4-barrel intake. And then I haven't quite got my carburetor situation where I want it yet. I thought about that, but that's a little on the large side. So, but anyway, it will be a 427, 2 4-barrels, 4-speed, valve covers. I have looked that's what I've done all day long, is I have spent all day looking for valve covers to find the exact one that I want. And as far as tall valve covers, I had no luck at all. So I want finned valve covers. I love them. and especially on an old street and strip car. I mean, come on. That's, that's where I'm at with it. They're not real tall. That's my only problem with them. Is they are not real tall. They're down there. But not the end of the world. But that's what I've got in mind. Is 427, 2 4-barrels, and a 4-speed. And I have some fender well headers over here that I'm going to be looking at, and we're going to see if maybe I want to use something in that area, because I really do want, if I can manage it, I really would love some white fender well headers hanging down off of this car. I mean, that is just, that's a look. That's old school. Now, this car is not a gasser. It's not a straight axle at all. Well, it could still be a gasser, but it is not a straight axle car, is what I'm trying to say. So, I can't remember exactly how it sat. I can't remember if it sets up high or what it does. I'm contemplating, once I see how high it is, I'm contemplating whether I want to put a straight axle kit under it. I think I've got one in there from Rick Craig, and I tell you what, good stuff. Now, I know there's some 3D printed stuff out there that has got amazing detail too, and I haven't quite got into being able to get one yet, but I do want to try that too. But anyway, that's where we're at right now, y'all. I'm having fun doing it. I'll have a whole heck of a lot more fun once I am finished with the parts search. Everybody knows how fun that is. I started organizing my parts and all that stuff. Oh man, I quit doing it. It's been several months ago since I decided to just build. So there's a lot of parts that did not get organized. I have to apologize, y'all. I'm kind of out of it. I'm wore out. I've been at this all day, but I have had some fun, and I'm hoping that maybe again tomorrow we'll be able to continue with it. And if I do, if I'm able to do it at all, I will share it with you guys. So there it is, y'all. I hope you guys are enjoying the slow but sure restoration of this, in my opinion, one of the prettiest 55s I've ever seen. Granted, as far as if I had a 55, for my taste, I would not radius the wheel well. That's just, but I saw this one, Jason had it, and the way it's set up and everything, I knew I had to have it. So, and help out a brother too. So, I mean, it's a win-win. I think that's going to be it for me today. I'm hoping and praying, and y'all keep them coming too. I appreciate it. That I can continue with this tomorrow. Hopefully less searching and more building. If I could ever get to the building aspect of this car, it will go together, I mean, beautifully and quickly at that point. So, but I've got a little bit of work to do, and I will be sharing the work that is done with you guys. So I look forward to that. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and share me with your friends. your loved ones, co-workers, anybody that you can. I really appreciate it, everyone. And until next time, this is T-Dawg. God bless you.